Gentlemen, have you ever felt the frustration in your attempts to attract the attention of a woman? Hello, this is Patrick Ryan, founder of Wingman for You. We help men find the woman of their dreams by teaching them how to approach women with confidence. Now let's get back to that question. The reason why I asked that is because just yesterday I was out on the golf course with a buddy of mine, and Bill and I hadn't caught up in some time. So as we're riding along the cart for those first couple of holes, I finally asked him, well, so Bill, who's the lucky lady in your life? And he looks at me and he goes, nobody. Oh, okay, you're not dating anybody? No, I'm not. And he kind of sunk in the chair, and I thought, well, that's kind of odd, Bill. I mean, I know that you want a woman in your life, don't you? Oh, I would love that. That would be great. But Patrick, frankly, I'm just giving up. I looked at him and said, what? What do you mean you're giving up? You got to be kidding me. He goes, no. I said, well, haven't you tried like the online dating sites? He says, oh, yeah. He goes, I rarely even get a response from women. I was a little shocked. I said, really? Why is that? I mean, you're a decent looking guy. He goes, no, I just rarely get a response. Okay, well, what about organically? You know, bars and restaurants and grocery stores, gas stations. He says, Patrick, I am not comfortable approaching a woman organically or just out of the blue. I get very anxious about that. Wow, really? I said, well, Bill, do you want to be alone the rest of your life? He says, no, I don't. This feeling of loneliness is horrible. Okay, I understand. So as the group in front of us moved on, we started talking, and I said, Bill, I said, there's 4 keys to attracting the attention of a woman and getting her to go out with you again, and perhaps even getting her to fall in love with you. And he says, wow, really? So over the next couple of holes, we started talking about those 4 keys. And then about the 6th hole or so, Bill got kind of quiet, and you could tell he was thinking. Finally, around the 8th hole, he gets up on the tee box and he stops and turns at me and says, well, Patrick, so are you telling me that if I use that first key, that what I can do is get more dates? Well, yeah. And if I learn how to communicate initially when approaching a woman, that you can teach me how to approach her organically and not be so nervous? Well, yes, Bill, that's exactly it. That's key number 1. He says, okay. And then key number 2, this is the way that I can ask her questions that will perhaps get her talking about herself and maybe more interested in me. Well, yes, Bill. And then you said key number 3 is where I can continue the conversation and make it sound more natural because I get so nervous. Well, yes, Bill, you can continue that conversation with key number 3 and really getting to learn more about her. And he goes, wow. Well, that would be great. And then he says, and key number 4, this is where I can pique her curiosity so that she's going to want to know more about me. Yes, Bill, and she's going to go out with you again. That's not a problem. It's easy, but I've done this hundreds of times. He says, wow, Patrick, that's amazing. He says, you know, Patrick, you've given me hope. Really? And he says, yeah, I really believe that this could be the reason why we got together today and go golfing. Okay, great. Well, he turned around and teed off. We played the next couple of holes, and Bill really didn't say much of anything. And finally, on the 10th tee box it was, in fact, he looks back at me and he says, you know, Patrick, he goes, you've really given me hope. I'm going to use your techniques in order to attract more women, but I'm really looking for the woman of my dreams. I said, Bill, that is so exciting. I'm so thrilled for you. He goes, but before I do that, I'm going to kick your ass. I laughed like hell. I said, no, you're not. Well, damn it, he did. He kicked my ass in the back 9, and you know, the rest is history. But what it made me realize is that there's got to be other men out there just like Bill who are really not afraid, but maybe anxious or trepidatious in trying to approach women organically. But maybe there's a lot of men out there also that are just having a difficult time communicating with people online and trying to attract the attention of women. So I decided to make a training video that reveals not just the 4 keys, but goes deep inside as to understanding why they work and how they can work for you. So if you're the type of man who's having problems, or let's say struggling with trying to attract the attention of women and trying to get them to go out on that second or third date, well, gentlemen, below in the description of this video is a link to that training video where you too can learn the 4 keys just like Bill did. I appreciate you tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as there's some great free content on there that can help you find the woman of your dreams. I'll see you in the next video.